the daily wake up. Visualize your future, behave in ways needed to create your future, execute your new behaviors to fulfill your mission. We are mission chasers. Good morning, gentlemen. This is John Vickers, owner of Explosive Performance Academy and creator of the Courageous Men program. We help men like you become the most elite versions of themselves through fitness, faith, family, and finances. And this is the daily wake up. Boundaries. How often do you set boundaries in your life? Like when I'm talking boundaries, I'm talking about honestly everything. And like as I'm recording this, my daughter Maddie is upstairs making pancakes. She loves pancakes. She loves sugar, actually, but she's upstairs making pancakes, right? She loves to make the pancakes, and she's the one that just took control, and she's like, "Hey, mom," she asked mom, not dad, "can I make pancakes?" And Megan's like, "Yeah, go ahead." So she's up there. She did everything for the pancakes, right? She mixed it up. She put her secret sauce in the pancakes, which are giant Hershey Kisses, which I'm going to be skipping these pancakes. Maybe I'll have one just because my daughter made them. But she made these pancakes. She's currently cooking them, and as she's making them, Trey, my son, comes in our bedroom whining and tattling. Typically when he walks in the bedroom, especially with his head down, he is ready to tattle. He's ready to whine about something. And that's exactly what he did. He came in to whine about Maddie not letting him put sprinkles in the pancakes because she didn't want sprinkles today. So she's making these pancakes and he's trying to pick out what pancakes he wants. And she's actually setting a boundary for him. He's trying to take the best pancakes out of the group, at least the ones that look like the best pancakes out of the group. And she's like, "No, like I made them." And he's whining about it. He's trying to whine to me about it. And I'm trying to take his side, but then I start thinking about it. I'm like, no, like she's making them, and she actually said it herself. She's like, "Dad, I'm making them. I get to pick." I'm like, "You're right. You're the one doing all the work. You're the one doing all the work. You can go ahead and set the boundaries of what's going to happen here." So I said, "Go ahead, Maddie. You made them. You made the pancakes. Trey did not help. Trey's out here trying to boss you around, but you made the pancakes. It's you. It's your doing. So you can set the boundaries." So I let her, and I told Trey, "Maddie made them. Maddie gets to pick." And he's like, "Maddie's going to pick the best ones." Well, okay, Maddie made them, and Maddie's the girl. You're the boy. You don't get to go first, whether you're the youngest or not. And this is something that a lot of people really struggle with, is setting boundaries in their lives. Like I remember myself, like for a long time, I had no boundaries on when I was going to talk to a client, how I was going to talk to a client. If somebody called and left a message, like their expectation is to talk right then. Well, when whether I'm referred somebody or whether somebody reaches out to me specifically or whatever specifically happens, I am controlling the frame. Okay, so if somebody calls, I'm not picking up. Unless it's something urgent, I am not picking up. I'm talking through text to start out, and we're progressing through. Like if there's somebody that's referred to me that reaches out to me, they call me, I'll text them. Like this is my strategy, right? I'll text them. I'll be like, hey, sorry, I couldn't answer the phone right now. If maybe I could have, but like a lot of times I'm in the middle of things, so I don't have that time. So I'll text them. I'll be like, hey, sorry I couldn't answer your call right now. What can I answer for you through text? So I'll ask a couple questions through text. And then I'll be like, okay, well, this is my website. Check it out. If you feel like you're a good fit, go ahead and apply. Apply, and then you can schedule a call once you apply. So I set these boundaries. And then once they apply and they set up that call, then we do a Zoom. We do a Zoom. I go over everything. I lay out the plan, and then we start out that first week. There's a reason behind everything. If I'm just reactive and I'm doing everything based off from what happens then, I have no control of my schedule. I have no boundaries for myself. And there's a lot of boundaries that you can set for yourself throughout the day and throughout, honestly, like a bunch of things. What are your kids doing? Are your kids coming in your bedroom? Are your kids coming in your bed? What are your dogs doing? Like, you have to set boundaries in your life to have some form of control in your life. Because if you don't have boundaries, then everything is going to be super reactive. When we're super reactive, that's when we fail. That's when we continually fail. We struggle with things because we have no boundaries. We're not setting things up the way that they're supposed to be set up. And we're just bouncing from thing to thing to thing. If somebody calls me and I answer and I'm in the middle of something, now my attention goes away from that thing that I needed my attention to be on. So I take attention away from that thing, which might be for one of my current clients. And now my client loses that quality that they deserve because I am giving attention to a potential prospect, somebody that hasn't paid me yet. When somebody did pay me, they're losing my attention, which is bullshit. Right? It's bullshit. If you are a business owner and you're allowing people to take your attention away from your current client, so a prospect taking away time from a client, then you're fucking taking from your client. You're taking from your client. So you have to set boundaries. You have to set boundaries in your personal life. You have to set boundaries in your home. You have to set boundaries with your kids. You have to set boundaries with your wife. But you also have to set boundaries with your clients, your prospects, and just everybody else. There needs to be boundaries. You can't be open for business all the time with everything. You have to have your own things and your own boundaries and your own set of rules that other people have to live by. And if they don't, then we delay that and we push that off, even if they don't know it. Okay, that's like, honestly, like this morning I had somebody call me, a prospect call me. I didn't answer. I'm not answering. It was 8 o'clock in the morning. He might be ready to pay me money right now, but I'm going to go through my process so I can control the frame. This is how we're going to do it. This is what we're going to do. If I give up my boundaries and my frame early on, I will never have my frame. I'll never be able to get it back. He will always have the frame. So you have to set your boundaries. You have to set your frame. There needs to be boundaries in your life, or your life is going to be extremely reactive. When you're reactive, that's when you struggle. When you struggle, that's when shit starts to crumble. Set boundaries. Set your life up for success. Okay? Go ahead, connect with me in the descriptions. You got my Instagram, you got my private Facebook group, you got free resources in there. And that's all I have for you today. Make sure you chase your fucking mission, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Have a great one.